Okay, to do liquid foundation, the best thing to do, I find, after prepping, is to use a brush. Start from the centre of the face and just put the foundation where you need it. Normally most people need it a little bit round the nose, any reddening, a little bit under the eyes to lift. If your skin isn't great, obviously just go all over your face. What you need to do is choose a coverage which suits your skin. There's so many different coverages with makeup these days. You can get very sheer makeups and very heavy coverage. You've just got to choose something that suits your skin and also your skin type. I do like, when I've finished applying with a flat brush, I do like to polish the product a little bit to get a very sheer finish if you can, because obviously you don't really want to see foundation. It should look like you're naturally flawless anyway without the aid of cosmetics. Okay, so a nice big clean brush and polish that down to as fine a base as you can with the right coverage. This just takes a little bit of practice, but it makes a big difference to how your skin looks. It can look much more natural. Now then, if you have any spots and you need to conceal them, all you need to do is use a product that's a bit heavier coverage. So a concealer, everybody makes a concealer. So you just choose one that's right for you. You can get quite dry concealers and you can get very creamy ones. So the dry ones are going to be for going onto spots. The drier product won't move so much. So if it's a spot you're hiding, use a nice dry concealer. But if it's maybe under eye, a bit dark or just something like that, then a creamy one's better because it'll look nicer. So I've got some creamy concealers here because you've just got a little bit of shadow under the eyes. Were you out last night, young lady? So a little bit of concealer. And you can just use a finger and push it in. But be very gentle with skin around your eyes because that will be the first skin to go. So never pull or drag, be very gentle. And any little blemishes you can go over. You can also use concealer to go around lips to make sure that you've got a really nice lip line when you get to your lipstick. There's quite a few uses for concealer. You could also use a little bit of concealer right over the eyelid before you apply eyeshadow because again that will hang on to your eyeshadow and make your eyeshadow last a lot longer. So now you've got your flawless base on which to apply some colour. Okay? So obviously I use brushes all the time, that's my job, and I have a huge set of brushes. If you didn't have any brushes, you could use your fingers. Be very careful that you're not leaving fingerprints on your face, that's the main thing. I try and avoid sponges because they absorb too much of your product, and your very expensive product, you don't want it in a sponge, you wouldn't want it on your face. I do test out, I always test out in stores foundations on my hands, and I know obviously I'm not going to get the colour I want, but it is my skin on my hand really is as exposed as my face. So it does have quite a similar consistency, and I can see if I put, let's put it, I've got this left over from you, I can put that on my hand and I can see how that is going to react. If I leave it on my hand, I can see if I wrinkle my hand up, is this going to sit in my wrinkles in my face? And it's going to be exactly the same how it sits. So as long as your face is well moisturised, as you probably put hand cream on as well, it's going to be very, very similar. And I always do try consistencies out on my hand and textures. So that's how I check whether something's going to work on my face. If in 5 minutes when I come out of the shop that is sitting in every wrinkle, I'm going to think, oh, I'm not going to buy that then. Don't try it on and buy it straight away. Try it, see how it sits on your skin, and then if it's still looking good, then go back and get it. Okay? That is my handy tip.